Most traders lose money because they trade without knowing the market's direction. Before I place a trade, I lock in the daily direction first because that's my edge in the market. Once the direction is clear, everything else becomes easy, and today I'm showing you my trading strategy to do exactly that. So let's begin. So the first thing we want to do is to understand the daily bias, whether it's currently risk on or risk off. For that, we straight away want to go on the DXY chart on the daily time frame, which is the US dollar index. And my rule is dead simple. If the price is above the 50 EMA line, the dollar is strong. If the price is below it, the dollar is weak. Now here's an interesting fact. I don't just use this information for the US dollar pairs. You can actually use this bias and risk on risk off mood on something like GBP Japanese yen, which doesn't really have the US dollar in it. But because when the risk management shifts, it doesn't just affect one currency pair. It ripples through the entire market, and the DXY tells me which side I should be focusing on. And this is really important and can enhance your win rate already by just using this. Okay, so now that we know the market's mood, we want to trade with the institutions, right? Because we never want to trade against them. How do we do it? Well, that's where COT data comes in, commitment of traders reports. I'm always looking at the commercial positions, and specifically I look for consistency. So if institutions have been building positions for weeks, that's really what I want to see. So let me give you an example. On Euro US dollar, as you can see, 156,000 positions. Next week it was 151,000 positions. That was minus, so it was increasing in power, right? They bought it again, one more time and one more time. That's 4 weeks in a row. You can go back next days, maybe it was 5, 6, 7 weeks. This was telling me that the euro was gonna get strong against the dollar or any other currency pair, to be fair, as long as the context aligns. And if you are trading, let's say euro AUD, and AUD has been, sold off and euro is increasing in power, you know that euro AUD could be a really good trading position, as well as the euro US dollar, of course, especially if the DXY aligns with your own analysis. Now I have to mention, because of politics, the US government has been shut down. So this data currently is a little bit late and incorrect, but I think in December, by the end of December or somewhere in the middle of January, it will be full on and ready. So you can use this data by then. So yeah, don't use it now. Once the commitment of traders report actually start reporting useful numbers for us traders, we can actually start using it again in our trading. Okay, so now that we understand institutional backing from the COT report and the daily DXY bias, we need to start filtering our trades. And the way I like to do that first is via the 20 and 50 EMA lines. Since I typically swing trade, I do 4 time frames. I look at the monthly time frame. As you can see over here, it's trending towards the upside. Weekly time frame, same thing. Daily, it was trending towards the downside, so down. And then 4 hour is going towards the upside yet again. This is a 3 out of 4 trend trade, right? 3 out of 4 is pretty damn good. You can still trade it. My rule is 4 out of 4 is excellent. 3 out of 4 is great. 2 out of 2, you have to be cautious and kind of have context. 1 out of 4, I typically do not take the trade. This filtering system alone will take out a lot of garbage trades that you have, in your watch list over here. Look at this. All of these are marked with little flags over here. This is trending up. This is cautious. This is trending down. This is the way I like to flag and kind of systemize everything, so I can actually concentrate on what actually is high probability and most profitable trades currently. And this actual trade on EuroCAD was sent on my VIP group on Monday. 39 pips, as you can see, in profit. Proof is in the pudding. So after doing all that, only then I start marking my supply and demand zones. I typically begin with the monthly and weekly time frames. So as you can see, something like that. A nice little demand zone over here, a nice little supply zone. These are my higher time frame zones. I typically just mark them and forget about them, or I mark out the zone and put an alert on it. Eventually, if it comes down, then I start looking for an interesting, high probability setup, maybe a reversal, because supply and demand on the higher time frames does work really well. But since you have to wait for these zones to actually get hit, it takes a lot of time. You want to mark these zones on the daily and 4 hour time frames where there's actual action happening within the market. So this is what I would be looking for on the daily and 4-hour charts. Nice little trend, making new higher highs every single time, and a nice pullback. So this area zone is a nice demand area zone over here. Look at this, it's trending towards the upside, the 50 moving average, the blue line is over here. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This is what you want, right? So you mark this area zone, we have this area over here. You can even add a Fibonacci. I use the Fibonacci a little bit differently. I kind of try to find the equilibrium. So pretty much in between the 382 level and 618 level is the middle fair price, and if it tries to go above it or below it, then you can start buying. And as you can see, it was touching the 618, and this would be a great trading position. Of course, the take profit and stop loss level would be huge in this case because we're trading on the daily time frame, but that doesn't matter. If you really think about it, you can always manage your risk. So instead of trading the usual 1 lot size, 2 lot size, just make it 0.25, and you can place this trade safely with proper logic that actually makes sense, and then eventually you're gonna get these trades that actually make you money. Okay, now stacking confluences in your trading. How do we actually make the most profitable trade possible using everything we have learned? So everything's trending up, right? We have the DXY, everything is beautiful, right? And we have this area zone. We are trending and making new highs every single time, on the 4-hour time frame. We have an area of demand zone over here. This is very important because this is an area demand zone that hasn't been touched. It's fresh, right? We want to take this trade, but not only because of that, because we have, areas of sensitivity over here. There is a round level over here. 84000 is the level of interest. They act as magnets in Forex trading, at least. They act as magnets for the algorithms, for the freaking institutions, whatever. They like to touch these zones, they like to touch them every time. I read about it. It's like a psychological thing. Don't ask me why, they work. And then I like to use the monthly pivot points. As you can see over here, it's stacking, right? So what we would do is actually enter the trade position, put our stop loss just below the round level, the monthly pivot point, and of course our demand area zone. If we want to risk a little bit more, maybe covering the 50 moving average, maybe even covering, this area cluster over here as well, because it was a previous area of demand zone as well. As you can see, it reacted, push, exhaustion, kind of fill this order, push towards the upside. The same thing happening. So you could potentially mark it just in case. Probably unnecessary. I would probably go with something like that. You can then target for the highest point. Something like this looks very beautiful to me. And then let's just see how it plays out. As you can see, goes towards the upside and would have been a beautiful trade. Look at this, 2.4, 2.5 risk to reward ratio trade, just by knowing the daily bias, just by understanding how to filter the best trades possible. And trust me, from these 28 trades, I typically have every day maybe 1 to 2 trades to actually take because they are high probability. So yeah, without this filtering method in the market, you're just a feather in the wind. Comment down below if you don't understand something. Join my trading group, link down in the description. And if you want to learn more about trading, I recommend you watch this video next. Take care, Lions. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe and goodbye.